That's a very nice zebra rug, Barack. Did you bring that with you from the hospital in Kenya, where you were born?
Very funny, George. Everyone knows that I was too young then to carry something so heavy. You know, George, I'll never forgive you for making the Oval Office so darn square.
So how do you like being president now that your popularity ratings are falling faster than flies on radioactive cow manure of mass destruction?
Well, frankly, George, I have to admit that it hurts my feelings just a little to think that the American people would be so foolish and fickle as to not love me more than Santa Claus himself.
Why is that?
Santa Claus comes once a year and leaves a few trinkets. I bring much better things every day.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like jobs, prosperity, intelligent banter, and my handsome visage on The View. Health care for every American at only a fraction of the price of the current system. An end to the war. An end to global warming, and to the guilt that all Americans share for being better than everyone else and for even existing in the first place.
Wait a minute. Where are all these jobs you've been talking about for so long? And human-caused global warming is a myth. And who exactly will pay for all that health care?
When I was young, the Easter Bunny once showed me how. You just have to believe. After all, where do all those Easter eggs come from? Nowhere. They were magic. Magic is the secret. Magic and hope.
I see. I guess that explains your policies.
Exactly, George. I would like to say, I'm surprised it took you so long to catch on to such a simple concept, but then, you're not exactly the brightest pea in the pod, are you? Anyway, I have a new plan I've been contemplating to raise my popularity even beyond 2008 levels.
You mean cutting taxes and listening to the voice of the people?
No. I'm thinking about becoming a vampire.
What? What are you talking about?
Vampires, George. They suck blood, but they also live forever. They're extremely attractive and popular and powerful and...
But Barack, you're already the most powerful man in the world. Why would you want to be a vampire?
Most powerful man in the world? Ha ha ha. Don't you think Harry Potter could perform an Avada Kedavra on me? I wouldn't stand a chance. I can't even make a Patronus. Don't you ever worry that Edward could take me out in a split second if he wanted to. Or Jacob, one wrong move that threatened Bella, and his temper could result in my throat being torn out with one sweep of his giant claws. Or Mitch Craven? He'd do me in, just for the fun of it. Even with Kayla, Melissa and Ethan on my side, I don't think we could stop him.
You keep referring to all these mythical figures. Why?
What do you mean by mythical?
I mean they're fictional. They don't really exist. Those wizards and vampires were invented in the minds of J.K. Rowling and Stephenie Meyers and Sean Roundy.
Oh, please, George, don't be so obtuse. No one could have made up those stories with only their imagination. No one can possess such a powerful imagination.
I'd like to say I agree with you there, Barack, but you sure give them a run for their money.
Thank you, George. That's quite a compliment. You don't happen to know any vampires living here in the district, do you?
This message brought to you by thisvampire.com.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve of this message.